so we've associated ourselves with communities even outside of Barbados. People like the coalition of Barbadians living overseas from Central Florida, and all the other diasporic groups, as a matter of fact, where they're in Florida, New York, Canada, the UK, and we've come together with all these other groups to aid in our quest to help our fellow men. In the last couple of months, we would have donated in excess of 200 tablets to 22 schools in every parish of Barbados. We wanted to make sure we touched the lives of all the parishes of Barbados. And so we went out on a mission. We started a GoFundMe page in conjunction with the Caroline Brizette Foundation, which is headquartered in Atlanta, and also with our own organization, the Red Foundation. And we were able to raise the money to come up with 250 tablets to donate to some schools. Of course, others would have heard what we were doing, and indeed my own nephew, who's product of the Ellerslie School, but he's a medical doctor in Chicago, took it upon himself to donate 100 tablets to that school itself. And we laud him for his efforts, and we thank him for his support. When we heard of the Christchurch South initiative to raise funds to help provide school supplies for this community, it was all but done. There was no saying no. We just had to find a way to get it done. And so we came together for the initiative. I would say it was well orchestrated, well attended, and of course I'm hearing now it's very well patronized, and we're glad for that.
We don't have a church person this evening, but Calypso. And he is not only Calypso, but that is where Barbadians were introduced to Dr. Wiltshire in 19... Stetson, I don't know what I did to deserve having the privilege of working with you, but 1982, you were responsible for the revolution that visited Calypso in this country, and it has never ever been the same again. You brought a sophistication to it. You brought a sophistication to it in terms of its writing, in terms of its expression, and not only did you bring a sophistication to it in terms of its expression, but in terms of image, and one is therefore not surprised that you have journeyed beyond Calypso and you have gone into humanitarian work. It is not surprising at all with the image that you have in this country, a man much loved. And I want to thank you for bringing a new energy, a new image to Christchurch, a new image to social and community work in Christchurch. I could not have thought of a better Barbadian to associate with in this project. So Stetson, I call you Stetson. Stetson, I want to say thanks so much. I have said before, I absolutely love the theme of the Reco Foundation. It takes a village. And these gentlemen started at the village. They've traveled throughout the world. Both Tino and Stetson, they've gone all over the world with their talents and their God-given talents. And yet they have come right back to base. And they're saying to you, it takes a village to raise the children of this village. And that is a theme that I absolutely love. We brought children here. They did not volunteer entry into this world. We brought them into this world, and we have an obligation to protect them and to sustain them throughout life. It brings me now to those persons who spend more time with our children than we actually do in their waking hours. Principals and senior teachers, we want to say thanks to you for lending your support to this venture. As I say, a child leaves home on average in Barbados 7:30, 8 o'clock, and if we see them at 4 or 5 o'clock, they have been with what the law calls persons who become the alternate parent, so that you're not only teachers, but you're parents. And this country owes you so much for looking after our children, officially between 9 and 3, but practically between 7 and 5. A lot of us turn up after the deadline has passed on evenings, and there's a teacher sitting with her own children or with his own children, but deferring the interest of his or her own children for our children. So we owe it to you every single day. I know there's a lot of criticism directed at teachers. I spoke to one at a seminar we had recently, and she was telling us we have absolutely no idea that it's not only about reading and writing, but the children bring all of their problems from home. And who looks after not only the children, but who looks after the problems? The teachers.